You know, there's a silent, life-saving drama unfolding inside your body right this very second. It's this incredible story of transformation, where a dangerous toxin gets turned into harmless waste. So let's dive into this hidden world of how your body protects itself every single day.
We all know protein is essential, right? It builds our muscles, repairs tissues. It's pretty much the foundation of a healthy body. But what if I told you that the very process of using that protein creates a byproduct so dangerous that our bodies had to invent an incredibly elegant system just to deal with it?
And here it is. Meet the villain of our story, ammonia. When your body breaks down amino acids for energy, it basically has to snap off the nitrogen part. Well, that leftover nitrogen becomes free ammonia. And this stuff, it's seriously toxic to our cells, especially our brain. Your body absolutely cannot just let it hang around.
So how does the body handle this constant threat? Well, we're going to walk through the whole process in 5 parts. First, we'll look at the ammonia problem itself. Then we'll visit the body's own little detox facility. We'll follow the step-by-step process for building something safe. We'll check out the energy price for all this work. And finally, we'll see what happens when the whole system goes wrong. Okay, first up, let's get a closer look at why this ammonia is such a huge deal. It's really a classic case of too much of a good thing. So think about it. Every time you use protein for fuel, you're creating this ammonia. Your body is then faced with a choice. Try to recycle it to build new things or get rid of it fast. And since there's usually way more ammonia than can be safely reused, disposal becomes job number 1. And that brings us to the hero of our story, the urea cycle. This is the specific, dedicated biochemical pathway that our bodies use to take that super toxic ammonia and convert it into something much, much safer. That something is urea. It's just a brilliant piece of biological engineering.
So where does this high-stakes conversion even happen? Well, let's zoom in on the body's #1 detox center, the liver. It is the one and only place this whole process can go down. And why is that? Because while other cells might have some of the parts, only liver cells have the complete toolkit, the full set of 5 specialized enzymes needed to run the cycle from start to finish, especially that final, critical enzyme, arginase.
You know, even inside the liver cell, the work is split between 2 different locations. It's like a 2-stage factory. The whole thing kicks off inside the cell's power plants, the mitochondria, before the intermediate parts get shipped out to the main body of the cell, the cytosol, for the final steps.
All right, let's get to the main event. Let's see how this thing actually gets built. We're going to follow a single molecule of ammonia as it goes through this amazing biological assembly line. Okay, here we are, inside the mitochondrion. Step 1 is all about capture. The toxic ammonia is grabbed and combined with carbon dioxide. This basically traps it, makes it more stable. Then, in step 2, this new molecule hitches a ride on a kind of shuttle called ornithine. This creates a whole new thing called citrulline, which is now ready to move to the next department.
And just like that, citrulline's work inside the mitochondrion is done. It gets transported out into the cytosol, which is kind of like the main bustling factory floor of the cell. And that's where the second half of this process is going to happen. So once it's in the cytosol, we need a second nitrogen atom. In step 3, that's donated by another amino acid, aspartate. Then the molecule gets modified and split in step 4. And that leads to the grand finale, the crucial moment in step 5. An enzyme comes in like a pair of molecular scissors and snips off our final product, harmless urea. And here's the beautiful part of the cycle. This final step also rebuilds that original ornithine shuttle molecule, which gets sent right back to the mitochondrion to pick up another molecule of ammonia and start the whole process all over again. This whole detoxification process is absolutely critical for us to survive. But you know, nothing in biology is a free lunch. So let's talk about the price of all this safety.
So what's the energy bill for this? For turning a dangerous poison into a simple waste product that we can just get rid of?
It costs 4 high-energy molecules, 4 ATP. Think of ATP as the little energy coins your body uses to pay for things. 2 are spent right at the beginning to capture the ammonia. And 2 more are used up in the 3rd step. Yeah, it's an energy-intensive process, but it is a tiny price to pay to avoid ammonia poisoning. So we've seen how it's all supposed to work beautifully. But to really, truly understand how important this is, we need to look at what happens when this carefully balanced system fails. When the urea cycle just can't keep up, ammonia levels in the blood start to climb. This leads to a dangerous condition called hyperammonemia. And as you can see, it really doesn't take much of an increase to go from the normal, safe range into the danger zone, which can have really severe consequences for our brain and our nervous system. In fact, if there's a defect in any one of those 5 key enzymes in the cycle, it can cause a specific genetic disorder. If just a single step is broken, if just one worker on the assembly line is missing, the whole system backs up, and that leads to a dangerous buildup of ammonia. It just goes to show how every single part of this pathway is absolutely vital. But when everything works perfectly, the brand new urea leaves the liver, dissolves into the bloodstream, travels over to the kidneys, and gets filtered out into our urine. It safely removes that toxic nitrogen from our body. The journey is complete, from toxin to harmless waste. From the protein in your dinner to a safe compound you get rid of later, the urea cycle is this amazing, non-stop process of protection. It's truly incredible. And it kind of makes you wonder, what other invisible, incredible feats of engineering is your body performing for you right this very moment?